Hey, hope you're all doing well. I had a question from one of our wonderful subscribers about what gang stalking is. It's a term that's not known widely at this stage, but it's going on a lot more out there than even I thought. Not a lot of people notice it. Not a lot of people are even aware of what gang stalking is. So let's start by bringing to light some of what this gang stalking is. What is gang stalking? Gang stalking is a silent psychological attack on your mind, your body, and your spirit. It's designed to isolate you, break you, question your reality, question everything, sanity, all of it. What is it for? What is gang stalking for? Who uses it? There's a couple of things about gang stalking. Let's talk about the physical 3D world first. Let's say you work for law enforcement or a government agency, one of those lovely authoritative kind of bullshit figure patterns. Let's just say you work for one of those, you had a role in one of these entities, departments. Let's say you discover something. Let's say you're in law enforcement and you find some corruption, or in some other department you see some form of workplace abuse, or whatever the case may be. You bring it to light, something gets done about it. What will then happen is these people that you brought this attention to, they don't want that attention. They don't want the attention of coming after you either. So instead of coming after you in the physical, which is not the best thing for them, because they'll leave marks on you and there will be reporting capabilities and follow-up, probably lead to arrest and jail. So what they do is they recruit. They recruit via like narcissist gossips. It's not necessarily paying money to say, hey, help me gang stalk this person. It can be. Government departments, 100%, they'll pay, no problems at all, to bring you down, to harass you, to question your sanity, to isolate you, to basically have you explode somewhere in public where they can see this and record it and break your sanity down and then label you as insane, mentally, whatever. So then what happens is that truth that you've brought to light is questioned along with your sanity. So therefore, these people start undoing what has been done. So that's in the physical realm. So the physical realm with the gang stalking, who's part of it? Everybody. It can be your co-workers, your neighbors, parents, partners, anybody that can get near you. Public figures, you go to places, eyes are on you, you feel uncomfortable, you feel like everywhere you go there's somebody watching you, there's somebody that has the same clothes, the same patterns that go on day after day in the material world. And what this does, it gets you questioning yourself, your reality, your state of mind. Like, why is all this stuff happening? There's so many techniques in the physical world. Doing a little bit of research myself into it, I knew about a lot of the tactics. A few of the new ones that have come to light is this V to skull, which is voice to skull. I don't know if you've heard it. It's relatively new. Actually, it's very new. What it means is they can send voices to you, directly to your skull, which bypasses the auditory system, bypasses the logic and everything. Go straight into the skull, straight into the mind. There's no filtration whatsoever. That's pure control right there. They have EMF tactics, energy disruption tactics, everything right down to, the car alarm at 3 a.m., barking dogs next to you, neighbors that are fighting all the time. Why is this? It's to break your sanity, to get you to question reality, to question everything around you. Who's a target of gang stalking? TIs, they call them, targeted individuals. Who are these people? These people are critical thinkers. They ask questions. They're disruptors. They're not your norm. They disobey society. They're rebels, a bit like me. I don't like conforming because the rules that were made by humans are shit and they're not worth following. The only rules really worth following are universal rules and rules that actually mean something. So who's the target? Again, critical thinkers, disruptors to the system, but not to societal system, to the people that own and run the system. There's a lot of us out there. Chosen ones, light workers, shamans, healers, all come at this time now to wake up to challenge the system by healing ourselves and challenging the system. Spiritual people, spiritual leaders, targeted. Anyone who speaks the truth, living authentically, is targeted, because living authentically immediately disrupts systems. Because we just don't listen to the system. We just refuse to integrate into the system anymore. Once we know how leaning and ready to fall over house of cards system it is, we don't want to play in that system anymore. They say if you want a better system for everybody, is to build a better system and then transition everybody to the new system. Better still, there was a movie once, I can't remember the name of it, Build It and They Shall Come, is the same as this. For example, the financial system. Build a better system, could be the QFS, the quantum financial system that's here. Get a better system out there, let everybody know about it. Let people make their own minds up using free will that we all have. That's why a lot of us are in trouble, because our free will is always getting us into shit. So if you have a better system and people believe it's better, they'll slowly transition on. The old system will just die, and that's what's happening now. That's what's going to happen now. So in the spiritual world, light workers, chosen ones, are targeted heavily for gang stalking, simply because we do disrupt the system. We do carry wisdom. We do carry tools and gifts that do and will disrupt the system, glitch it, crash it. Won't destroy it. We won't destroy it. There's no destroying it. It's just making it better. It's just breaking it down, breaking the shit out of it, and then putting it back together in a much better system, how it was designed originally for humans to live here happily and have everything at their disposal, everything they want. Resources, wealth, you name it. So gang stalking again. So for myself, I notice I get looked at a lot out there. I notice that every house I live to, there's always barking dogs. We had someone move in 2 weeks ago, and I've put up with this dog barking for 2 weeks. It's not good. It never is. But once you start understanding gang stalking and you see it for what it is, you can start challenging it. You can start pulling it apart, dissecting it, taking actions and steps to remove yourself from certain situations, environments, or completely new environments, to get away from the environments where all the gang stalking is happening. It's easy to gang stalk in society because there's so many broken people. It's very easy. People love to gossip. People love to be narcissists. People love to outdo each other. Tell lies. Who can tell a bigger lie? You or me today? Ha ha, what a game this is. Lying, manipulating bastards they are. Nothing short of that. But anyway, they know better. Some know what they're doing. Most don't. They're just so unconscious. It's just part of their, like eating wheat bix for breakfast. It's just the way they are. We need them to see how they are, but we can't talk in words. We have to use emotions to reach these people. Some of us, myself for example, we have gifts where we can talk to the soul directly. What that means is we bypass all the personas and we talk directly to you. So that the filtration system's removed, we can deal directly with the person we need to, not the bullshit, tanks, defenses, personas, conditions, beliefs, all of it. And that helps when you're really trying to reach somebody on a soul level. You have to talk soul to soul. It's the only way. There's a meme, don't like me anyway, but it's a meme of some aliens coming here, and they say, why aren't people using telepathy? Like they've got it built in, why aren't they using it? And the simple answer is because everyone's lying. I can't say everybody, I can't say everybody, but The majority are lies. Build a whole life on lies. Do they mean to? Not really. Starts with a little lie, bigger lie, bigger lie, then they become politics. They say 3% of the biggest pathological lies on the planet are in government and military. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Because they're all fucking lies. Lying bastards. Anyway, we won't go down that path. Because we don't want to take sides. We want to walk the path of neutrality as much as we can. So there's pendulums, they call them pendulums, from one of the books I have here. Name eludes me right now. Transurfing reality. They talk about pendulums. These pendulums are like clock pendulums. They sit there, they don't do anything until you engage it with energy. What happens is, let's say you talk about war, you hear about war, you start feeding into it, the pendulum starts swinging. You feed more into it, swings harder and harder. What will happen is that pendulum will get to a point, it'll either kick you to a lower timeline or kick you to a higher timeline. If it's about war and negativity, this pendulum that's constantly swinging will kick you to a lower timeline. And a lower and lower and lower timeline, continuing until you pull your energy back from the pendulum. There's pendulums all around us. Kids, parents, work, you name it. Everything is a pendulum. Everything you put your energy into is a pendulum. So the whole idea of us here on this channel and everybody around us is to walk the line of neutrality. Good, bad, dark, light. 0 point. Neutrality. If you hear the word politics and your heart doesn't explode and your emotions don't go, fuck, that's what you want. You want to be able to be in society, have all these words and marketing throw around you, but not invoke emotions in you. And this is all part of the gang stalking. The gang stalking is to get your emotions going. They're not really using words. You'll get people that'll bump into you, you know, just every little thing that they can do to you to slowly break down your reality, they will. One of my subscribers, who this is for, has been gang stalked for 25 years. That's amazing, to be consciously aware for 25 years. That's a long time to be gang stalked. So we've got to look at what you're carrying, what could have been done in the past. And this is the perfect time in our lives to begin this journey of reflection, self-reflection, and really get to know, who am I? Know thyself. Who am I? Who am I? I'm not Larson. That's my name, Larson. I'm not that person. That's just my mum named me. I'm not my driver's license number. I'm not my birth certificate number. I'm none of that shit. That's what everything else wants me to be. So who am I? Who are you? Who are you when you remove everything in your life that you've been told you are? Loser, winner, boring, stupid, whatever. Who are you at heart? Ask yourself that question. It's amazing when you ask that question, what starts happening. I know you here with me now, you started asking that question. My next, I'm going to look at ways of coping or dealing with this gang stalking society. My best advice to you, if you're being gang stalked, is get out of society. But that's much easier said than done. I know you have families, you have friends, you have children. I get it. It's hard. But what's harder? Living in a shit society where everyone just wants to bash you and stand on your head to get that extra loaf of bread down at Coles? Or a life where you matter? Where you mean something? Where you wake up in the morning and go, you know what, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be alive. I like getting up every day. Why? Because the opportunities that are here, anything can happen. Anything. But we don't want negative things. Positive things, yeah, good. It's hard to keep a positive mindset, but a neutral mindset is much better. To be neutral in everything we do. So I did find some other things. There's sound weaponry out there, which are silent weapons, obviously. Smart meters. Yeah, I've been telling people about smart meters. They're not fucking smart. Self-monitoring and reporting tool. Yeah, that's just the shit name you gave it, people. Put a tin can over it. Put a thick tin can over your smart meter. And then every time they come and read it, they'll move it, tell you to, don't do it. Put another one up there. You don't want that shit. It's like the Wi-Fi. Turn the Wi-Fi off at night because they can broadcast shit through that Wi-Fi. And while you're sleeping, they're programming you. People say, how? And people say, I don't understand energy and humans and stuff, but we all use the Wi-Fi's, we all watch TV. That's all done through energy, through the ether, through the air. It's the same thing. Except this time on the other side, we need to defend ourselves. Cell towers, that's another one. Another programmable. 5G, that's not good. That stuff. That's all programming, all of it. All of it. It's insane to what level and what effort they'll go to keep us trapped. But now we're waking up. And as we're waking up, we're healing. And as we heal the collective. More wake up, heal. More wake up, heal. Continuously rise in our vibration. These systems are falling, they're failing. It's people like us speaking the truth. Bringing it to everybody who wants to hear it. Again, my intention for these videos is to find the people that actually need it. So they can understand what gang stalking is, how it works, who's involved. Do a bit of research. Look into it. Look into ways to protect yourself from this stuff. Even if it's one thing a day, one thing a week that you can do to help yourself, to make yourself feel comfortable. Not comfortable. We don't want to be comfortable. If you're comfortable in life, we're trapped. We get stuck in a house that doesn't serve us. We have to be uncomfortable. Ask some uncomfortable questions. Gang stalking, narcissism, all these subjects, they're going to be massive moving forward. Massive. I'll bring out more videos or more detailed things on how to protect yourself, family, friends, Faraday cages to protect yourself from EMF, stuff like this. Different lighting, get rid of LED lights in your home. You know, it's funny how, like in Australia, we have a 60 hertz cycle because it corresponds with a lot that overrides our natural times, like the circadian rhythm. The Industrial Revolution was fantastic, but it brought lighting, which destroyed our circadian rhythm. And that rhythm is, we sleep, when it gets dark, we wake, when it gets light. But now, we have all this fake lighting. City glow, how's that city glow? Try stargazing at night. I bet you can't see stars in New York at all. Bet you can't. So disconnected, those big cities. I'm not picking on New York, I'm just saying, big cities like that where there's a shit ton of people in a little submarine, shit's bound to go crazy. Gang stalking. It's a big subject. And I'm thinking of putting a lot of this, there's a lot of information out there, but I'm going to put a lot of this into writing. Information that can be shared, followed, checklists, crossed off, things you could do to protect yourself. But for now, I'm putting this video out there for my wonderful subscriber that asked for it. This is Gang Stalking 101. Again, I'll bring more detailed videos out about it as we move forward. For now, all I can say is look after yourselves. Be a bit aware when you're out there of certain individuals looking. Pay attention to repeating patterns. Pay attention to things that don't really align with you. Do you have to walk down that street if that same occurring pattern is happening? Try something different. Try experimenting. Walk somewhere else. Try leaving 5 minutes different time from work. Try experimenting in your life. See what the results are. This is our life. No one else's. Somebody, another subscriber asked me, am I being gang stalked? Yeah, hell yeah. How long? Since I can remember, birth. Does it bother me? Not really. The dogs do. The doggies do, because I'm an animal lover, and when a dog constantly carries on, it's bored or lonely. So it's more of a feeling thing when I hear a dog constantly barking. I feel very sorry for it. I just want to open the gate and let it go, but I can't. I want to go and grab it and bring it home and cuddle it, but I can't. I can't do that. Societal rules doesn't permit. I was even thinking previously, like 12 months ago, there's no fucking way I would have done anything like this, but I'm actually thinking with the neighbors next door. I'm writing a letter saying that, you know, I do spend a bit of time at home, and if you are going away for a period of time, I'm more than happy to. I've got a backyard similar to yours. I've got a gate. I can, you know, fix the little holes in the fence, and if your little mate wants to come over and spend a bit of time here, more than happy. You come over and have a look at the place, and I'm not asking for money or anything. It's not about that. It's just, see, this is community building. I would have never have done that. I would have just said, fuck you. Admittedly, sometimes I still lose my shit. Yep. But each time I do, I reflect. What's a better way to handle the situation? And that's how we should be thinking. That's a bit more higher consciousness thinking. Is instead of how do I sort it by a rock or whatever, how do I sort it by a pen? Pen's mightier than the sword. How can I fix this? That's one way of doing it. Will it work? I'm not sure. But it's a way of thinking to bring people a bit closer together by helping and assisting each other when we need it. Instead of the poor dog being, you know, sitting out there in the rain or whatever the case may be, it can come over here. And anyway, I just thought I'd share that, because that's where we should be going. You know, another thing that I see is a lot of people and friends buying large blocks of acreages and stuff, going there, building and forming their own community. Great idea. The gang stalking, that's gang stalking. It can be pretty dangerous. You can tell anyone in the world, no one's going to believe you. No one's going to believe you. So don't bother. You can try. Experiment with that. Try it. Talk to your family about it. Talk to your friends about it. Let me know. Let me know. I really want to hear how you go if you decide to ask some questions about that. If not, I'm here. We're here. We have a little community here that we're building. A truthful and honest community that are here to help each other in the most integral way that we can for each other. That's what I'm here for. That's what we're all here for. Gang stalking. You'll hear that a lot. Now that you've heard that term, you'll hear it. Watch the video again if you need to know more about it. Till then, enjoy your day. Talk to you later.